And welcome into Getting Help from Uncle Sam, or as we say in the state of Alabama, getting help from Auntie Alabama. And we're very happy today to have the incoming Commissioner of Agriculture and Industries, Rick Pate. Rick, first of all, congratulations on the win. And you know, now bingo, now the work starts, as they say.
Well, right. I was blessed to not have a Democrat opposition, so
yes.
Even though I won't take office until January the 14th, I still can do a lot of preparation. Right. There's some hiring that needs to be done and different preparation. So, yeah, I'm excited about it. It's been a long journey, and glad to have it over with and excited about going forward.
That's great. Well, we need to let our viewers know what your department does for them, and then more importantly, what can they do to help you along the way?
Well, of course, it's a big department. People don't realize it's one of the bigger departments in the state. Doesn't compare to education or anything, but among the other ones. But we have roughly 300 and some change in employees. I really just last week got a list of all those names. In fact, I called up one guy and said, I've heard good things about you. I want to make sure you're planning on staying on board. And he goes, well, you can't fire me anyway. I'm a merit system. I've had to learn who is a merit system and who are not. But they've got a lot of great employees. And so we're just sort of sifting through that. But you ask, what does it do? Yeah, I know people don't realize what all it does. Somebody said they ought to call it the Office of Consumer Protection because, yeah, we do so much in protecting your food supply, just watching out for any kind of poultry diseases, cattle diseases. Yeah, it touches every, the weights and measures department as far as you buy bananas or buy a gallon of gas. And so, yeah, it touches all of us.
For example, every time I fill it with gas, there's the little sticker on the gas pump. Tell our viewers exactly what that means. The Department of Agriculture is over that. Right.
Well, because, obviously gas prices are competitive, so there might be one unscrupulous business person in the state, and they could, not sell it as a gallon that wasn't actually a gallon to get a little bit of an edge. And so we're responsible to make sure if you buy a gallon of gas that you get a gallon of gas.
Good.
And so because of budget cuts, we've gotten to where we don't physically inspect the tanks ourselves anymore. We require the people that maintain them to certify that they're calibrated right, and then they submit that. But there's a phone number on every gas tank with the phone number of the Department of Agriculture. And if you ever felt there was an issue, you just call that 800 number, and they'll send somebody out there to check it. But yeah, you just think about everything that's sold, that's weighed, or measured somebody's got to make sure the consumer's being protected.
Something else that Jack and I love is, and because women are grocery shoppers, but I like knowing where my food comes from. I like knowing where that fish is coming from.
Well, and that's interesting you say that because I've been talking about that a lot. Yesterday I was in Birmingham. The Alabama Grocers Association had a joint thing with Children's Hospital up there, and they have a program called Buy Alabama's Best, and I made the point to them.
I started that program.
She started that program.
You did?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Well, it's working. And
I know. I love it.
People want to know. They want their food as local as it can be, but they want to know where it's sourced from, even if it's not from Alabama. And so to me, that's just a win-win. We can help our local agriculture, and then people want that. And so, it was interesting to go through all those vendors up there that have Alabama products, and I would always rather buy an Alabama product than something not.
Yeah.
And so we just got to do a better job of taking that information out to the public. I mean, because there's people trying to get that information out.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's what Buy Alabama's Best was designed to do, is to encourage people to find out if you're going down the grocery store aisle and here's product A and product B, and this one's made in your own backyard. Not only are you getting something that's fresher and you can be more assured of the quality, but you're helping your own economy.
Well, that's your tax base is staying here, but I think most of all that, our family has Whitfield Foods Alaga syrup.
I was there yesterday too.
Oh yeah, so we always do, and it started at our company that we started that, and I think that again, it's important to me that you're keeping jobs. This means jobs for people. The better our Alabama companies do, the better the tax base, the more jobs we're going to have to employ people. Not to mention that the products are absolutely wonderful.
Well, then, yeah, and so it's really a win-win-win because, yeah, the money stays here, like you said, you're helping, but yeah, it's helping support our rural communities. And I think even as we become more urban, we don't want to see those rural areas just dry up, and a lot of times it's pretty thin what's holding the bank in a rural county or what's keeping a regional hospital open, and so, yeah, so all of those things just, like I said, are a win for us.
You know, and the interesting thing, Rick, is I think the fact that the state of Alabama, because they always talk about California succeeding from the Union, with the resources that we've got in the state of Alabama, we could actually succeed from the Union. I mean, we're not going to, but I mean, but we've got, you name it, in the state of Alabama, we produce it.
Oh yeah, it's a great state, the diversity we have. And really what I'm using this period of time, you know, I had some ideas when I got in this race about government and how government could improve and how I had grown my business, but really it's a lot of listening I need to do because there's a lot of smart people out there. I saw that as I was campaigning. I was in Decatur and Huntsville, and I saw some people doing some neat things with some farm to school programs and farm to table programs. Then you're down in Mobile, and there's people down there that don't know about the people in Decatur, Huntsville, and they're doing almost the same thing.
Not to reinvent the wheel, but to go ahead and take what's good and make it better and more spread out.
That's it.
Yeah, I needed to be a really good listener for the next 4 or 5 months.
You will be.
Well, listen, we're good listeners here too, so congratulations again. And when you get fully in office and get going, if we need to communicate anything through your department to our viewers, you give us a call.
You call me anytime. I'd love to come back.
I know it. You're a great guy.
Congratulations.
And just remember this, it's our agriculture department. It's here to take care of you and make sure that what you're eating and what you're putting in your body is going to be that best you can. We'll be right back right after this.